Now, the contest to replace Theresa May is underway. 10 candidates are vying to become leader of Britain's Conservative Party and thus Prime Minister. The contest has been dominated by Britain's efforts to leave the European Union, of course. The bookmakers' favourite in this contest is Boris Johnson. The former foreign minister was the face of the Leave campaign. If he becomes prime minister, he says he will take the country out of the EU on October 31st, deal or no deal. Another hotly tipped contender is Environment Minister Michael Gove. He was a high-profile Leave campaigner himself in 2016, but he has since backed Theresa May's Brexit strategy and believes he will be able to unite the troubled Tories. Then there's Dominic Raab, May's former Brexit minister. He says he will broker, quote, a fairer deal with the EU, including renegotiating the Northern Ireland border issue. And there's Jeremy Hunt, Britain's current foreign minister, is regarded as even-tempered and competent, but some feel he may lack the wider appeal of the other candidates. Well, for more, let's bring in DW's Charlotte Potts, who's in London watching all of this. Charlotte, good to see you. Boris Johnson, the bookkeeper's favourite. The bookkeepers think he really is going to be the man. But given all the controversy that Boris Johnson has generated over the years, can he really become Prime Minister of the UK?
Well, the Conservative leadership race is known to be quite unpredictable, so things can change in the next couple of weeks. But as things stand right now, his chances are very, very good. Most papers make their headlines about this man this morning, Boris Johnson, former Foreign Secretary, former Mayor of London. He has the hardliners within the Tory party behind him. They believe that he can see Brexit through, but he also has quite a few moderates behind him because they believe he is charismatic enough to, for example, win a general election if that should come up. So charisma on the one hand, on the other hand, he is very popular with Leave voters in the country, and people believe the Tory party believes that he's the one that can see Brexit through finally.
Okay, now there are 9 more contenders for the Conservative leadership and thus to become Prime Minister. Not all of the men, it must be said. Who is in the best position to provide a credible challenge to Boris Johnson?
Well, the front runners are men. We have to say that. Michael Gove is one of them, Environment Secretary. He had a bit of a scandal over the weekend, though, because he admitted that he took cocaine, an illegal drug in the UK, of course, over 20 years ago and has received a lot of criticism for that. Then we have Jeremy Hunt, the current Foreign Secretary here in the UK. He has received prominent endorsements. And we really have to say this leadership race is all about Brexit. All of the candidates want to see Brexit through by October 31st, the next deadline, and all believe that they can do a better job than the current Prime Minister, than Theresa May, that they could go back to the European Union and renegotiate that deal that Theresa May has hashed out over the past couple of years with the European Union. The problem there, of course, being that the European Union has already said there is not going to be a renegotiation of that deal, so they are going to run into some problems there, and they have not said how they are going to solve that situation.
Charlotte, thank you so much. DW's Charlotte Potts for us there in London.